Is that how I pronounce your name? Can you guys hear me? Is it Shell Franco? Shell Franco? Testing, testing. Okay, good. You can hear me. Thank you, Patty. Okay, we'll wait for another 5 minutes, but I'm just going to go ahead and turn off my video. Feel free to chat, but don't leave because the training's going to be good. Oh, somebody else joined. Hello. Hi, Julie Morton. I'm going to mute you. That wasn't Julie.
Yeah, so can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I could hear you. Can you hear me?
Julie. Yeah, this is Julie. Hi.
I just can't see you, Julie, but that's okay. Maybe you can fix your video. It's also nice to see people.
How do I fix it?
There we go. Ooh, I have a market center with me. That's cool. Oh, right. Oh, 886. Hi, guys.
Hey, it's Keller Williams Chesterfield.
I love it. I love that Russ invited you. So happy to have you.
We're happy to learn.
Cool. I'm gonna give everybody a few minutes. There's some early birds. You guys are on time, right? And then I'll start here soon. But go ahead in the chat, just say hello to everyone. Tell each other what market center you're from to get to know each other. We got Vale in the house. Nice. Hi, Rebecca from Vale. I'm excited to go up there soon. I bet it's not as hot up there like it usually is too, which is nice. I love Vail, Colorado. All right, so it is 11 a.m. on the hour, Mountain Standard Time. I hope you guys are doing well. Do me a solid, would you? Could you please place your videos on? It just makes it so much friendlier as a trainer when I see faces. Then I get to meet you guys, and if we run into each other, I know exactly who you are. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you, Mark and Julie. It's so much easier. So then it's like talking to a dark room. It's very strange as a trainer to like look at no one. So I appreciate you guys being respectful in that regard. So yeah, so go ahead and unmute yourself and just, I can see Vail, Colorado. Just say hello. Mark, what market center are you in?
I'm work up in Broomfield area, so Denver North
Broomfield.
is the. Mhm.
Yeah, that's amazing. The Broomfield area. I
Yeah.
rarely go up there, you know, because I'm in Highlands Ranch. It's like I'm in this little circle bubble. So it's good to
Yeah.
get out and stretch my legs. I might come to your market center one day. And Patty, hi, nice to meet you. What market center are you with?
Hi, I'm in Centennial.
You're in Centennial.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you're a little bit closer to me. Amazing.
Yes.
I was just at your market. Yeah, I was there with Janice a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, good. Well, I am really excited to take on this role again. So I'm going to do a little introduction and then we'll get started. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Leslie Jackson. I am, let me hit record. Oh, it is recording. Good. I am the regional tech trainer for Colorado, as well as a MAPS tech coach. I've been with Keller Williams since 2013 and have been along the Command journey in its infancy stages, when it was released, Gary's first labs of Command. I've seen it literally grow from being an infant to where it is now and all the challenges in between, of course. But a little bit of background about me. My expertise is a lot around marketing and real estate strategy. When I first joined Keller Williams, I was on a mega team and I sat on every single seat in that bus as a administrator, a listing executive, a marketing director, a buyer's agent, a listings agent. So I know it all. And so what I like to do in a lot of my classes is really teach strategy. I know exactly where you are in your real estate game as far as how to get your voice out there. And so these sessions that we're going to have together weekly are going to be about real estate strategy, marketing strategy. It's not always going to be about Command. Today's going to be a little bit of both. And so after this course, feel free to give me any feedback, as well as use the chat. So just logistically, as I teach, since I am a one-woman show, if you can put a question in the chat, I will do my best to stop and answer any of your questions and any in between of my pauses, okay? All right, so let's begin. That's a little bit about me. Oh, and of course, most importantly, I am a mother and a wife. I live in Highlands Ranch. I hang my license in Denver, Colorado, and I have two little boys, one that's about to turn 4 and another one that is on his way to turn 2 in November. So yeah, I'm very busy. All right, let's begin, shall we? So I am going to start with how we could start using QR codes to really capture someone's information so that you can know exactly what they're doing inside Command. So today's class is going to be how to use a QR code, how we can create a flyer and place a QR code on could be an open house flyer. It could be a direct mailer. And also I'm going to show you a really cool tip to use a QR code so that when you are standing in the Starbucks line getting your iced tea and somebody wants to get your information, they could scan it and then enter their information quickly. Cool. All right. Are you guys excited?
Yes.
I see some smiles. I see this. Good. And yes, since we do have about 20 people here right now, feel free to unmute yourself. I love hearing voices. It just makes it a more friendlier environment and I get to feel more connected to you as a human, right? So, all right, let's begin. So today I'm going to begin with a little bit about designs in Command. Then we're going to switch into how to really use a QR code to benefit this conversation. So I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to jump right into Command because where we're going to create a design is going to be in Command. Everybody that I could see in front of me, any thumbs up that you could see my screen, just a confirmation. Yay, thanks Mark, thanks Scott, thanks Julie, awesome. So here we go, left side of my screen, I'm gonna head to designs. You know what? This is gonna be a fun interactive class, so I'm gonna ask you a question. Anybody here who has a listing that they need to be promoted as soon as possible? If you have a listing, please place that listing address in the chat for me. I'm gonna wait. Oh, Shell, do you want to give me the listing address? Oh, thank you, Catalina. 249 Indian Hills. Does it have to be live currently? Yes, it does. Michelle, I had to mute you. Sorry, you have some background noise. 1527 Gulch Road, Estes Park. Ooh, Estes Park. All right, I think Estes Park won because I actually just want to go look at this home. This sounds amazing. So Scott, sweet. Here we go. So as you know, we're going to create a design and I'm going to show you how to use a QR code on this flyer so that when you do go to your open house and you circle prospect door knock with this flyer, the people who are receiving this flyer will scan the QR code. They will land to your site and this beautiful listing. And you're going to capture leads, information, and then it'll automatically go into Command. Cool. So here we go. So I'm going to head to the right-hand side of my screen. I'm going to select Create Design, and then I'm going to select Social. All right. Give my computer here. Slack usually takes a lot of my bandwidth, so I got to close some applications down. Good old Slack. All right, so now that we are in designs, what I like to offer is what I'm about to teach you is something that you could put on repeat for any listing. So whether that be your listing or somebody else's listing that you're doing the open house for, and finding it really creating a cohesive, consistent message. So left side of the screen, I'm going to head to listings. So everything has a topic. And organized over here, we're going to head to just listed. And thanks to Scott Thompson, we're going to be using your address. Can't wait to see this home in Estes Park. Top of the screen, see where you guys have social wide, social square, social stories. All right, this is really important because it has a lot to do with optimization and where you place this digital picture online. So what I like to do typically is use Social Square. I'm going to actually backtrack and I'm actually going on autopilot here. What I like to do is restart this training. So we're going to select Create Design. Since we are going to be using a brochure or a flyer with this example, we're actually going to hit print. All right, so we're going to head to print instead of social. That was my mistake. I just get too excited. I'm excited about this class and I love seeing faces on here. So I automatically go to digitally. All right, so left side of the screen, we're going to do this over. We're going to head to just listed. And then we're going to head to the top option here. So there's door hangers, bifolds, trifolds, postcards, standard postcards, and flyers. I'm going to actually select flyers. All right. Now, any of these flyers are really cool. It's all about just what you want to pick. There's no right or wrong. So in this example, I am going to use, actually what I'm going to do is go look at this listing first. So let's head to my website. I just have that kind of marketing eye, you know, I want to go look at this listing first to see what kind of brochure we're actually going to create for this awesome listing in Estes Park. Ooh, oh yeah, 1 million listing. All right. So $1.6 million listing. We're absolutely going to use something a little bit fancier for this brochure. So we're going to head back to command and we're going to go look at our template. So for anybody that wants to use something for luxury, there is a luxury area down here on the left-hand side. I'm going to say just listed. And you're going to see a little bit different sort of templates, which I love. And I'm going to use this one. And what I'm about to show you next, I think a lot of eyes are going to open because this is how simple and easy designs can be utilized for. For those of you who aren't totally familiar with designs, if you want to promote anybody's listings or a listing of your own, head to the KWLS section on the left-hand side of the screen. What this means is that we're actually syndicated to every single MLS that's out there that's also connected to our consumer sites. So if I were to go search this listing over here in the search box, I'm going to literally just copy and paste that address in. We'll hit enter. It's going to show up. There it is. So I'm going to select it, hit select. This is where life becomes so much easier. It's going to save you so much time. Right-hand side of my screen, I'm going to change these stock image photos to the listing on Devil's Gulch Road. Okay. So first things first, you have to select the image that you want to replace. So I'm going to select this one. I'm going to head over to this beautiful home and hover my cursor over those two arrows that kind of go this way and that way. Do you see those arrows set up here? I'm literally going to select that. Boom. It's done. Do you guys see that? So it replaced it automatically for me. If I wanted to center it, I'm going to literally just double click here and center it, drag it to the center, and then click done at the top. There it is. Ah, so pretty. I love that blue. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now we're going to do that same activity. I'm going to select the image that I want to replace, head over here to the left side of the screen. I love these chairs. I just love just how it looks. It looks so serene. And I also want to give the consumer a glimpse of what the inside looks like. So what I want to do and what you have to do is put on your kind of photography hat and seller hat. And of course, as agents, you know, right, Scott, what images your sellers love of these photos. And you're going to absolutely use any of them to really enhance this flyer. So I want to show just how open and amazing this home is. Like, look at how spacious this shot is and all the windows. So lovely. Bottom of the photo here, I'm going to replace this one and then scroll over to the left-hand side of the screen and give them a glimpse of something that is like the money shot of this home. Ooh, there's a barn as well. Beautiful. I think the money shot of this home are these two chairs and also this hammock. I love that hammock. Okay, cool. So there it is. I like to also offer that these flyers don't always give all of the photos. And so you have to think like the consumer. What else would the consumer want to see? And this is where the QR code is going to come in place. It's going to be so cool. All right. So I'm going to head to the listing. So what I did is I actually went back to my site, lesliejackson.kw.com. I looked up this 1527 Devil's Gulch Road listing, and I'm actually going to use this as a landing page so that when somebody does scan the QR code, they're going to land right here on my site on this listing. Okay. Now I'm going to show you that here in a second, but what I would like to do is finish this flyer. All right. So down below here, I'm gonna actually select this text box, and on the left-hand side of the screen, I'm gonna show you the listing details. So do you see the photos? We're in the KWLS section. There's photos and listing details. If I select listing details, then I get to come in and do the same thing. Replace that information with those two cute arrows that go back and forth with the information here. So let's check this activity out. Let's implement it. So here it is. Instead of having to write it out, I'm literally going to select the text box, find the address, and hit replace. Boom. So magical. It is so magical, you guys. It's so amazing. It's going to make your life easier. Now, the one thing that I like to just point out is that there are spaces in between this. And so sometimes I just come over here on the left-hand side and just type it in manually. So 4 beds, 4 baths, 4.5 baths, or excuse me, that came in funky. 4 beds, 4 bathrooms, a half bathroom, 2 full bathrooms. That's strange. Okay, so what I want to do is just triple check. 4 beds, 4 baths. Sweet, let's keep it simple. Let's head back. I'm going to delete this and just update it. And then the square footage should be over here on the left-hand side as well. So 3455. I'm going to take my cursor and then type in 3455 and then the price. Some people leave the price off. Some people leave the price on. A couple strategies there. If you want to leave the price on, it's because you want their neighbors to know exactly what they're listed at, because every neighbor wants to know what I can get my home for, right? If you want to leave the price off, it's because you want somebody to go find out what that price is. And that's a totally different strategy and a different audience. So it's all about use case. I like to keep the price on, especially for a listing that I'm door knocking around. Cool? Because neighbors are nosy, let's just face it. And everybody wants to know what their home can be priced at. So this is a 1.65. $675. Yep. Sweet. One more 0 because that's really important. And then we're going to find the listing description. So the really cool thing in this pulling in automatically this data on the left-hand side is that it's also going to pull in the entire description from what you just described, Scott, in this listing. Hopefully, Scott, you're still here. Left-hand side of the screen, I'm going to scroll down. When you view this amazing property, that's where the property description is. It's the very bottom here. I'm going to use those cute arrows, and instead of having to copy and paste, it just comes right in. Look at how amazing that is. So depending on how long your novel is about the home, we could fit this in however we like by just making this box a little bit smaller. And also keep note that we're going to keep room for the QR code, which I'll show you how to do that soon. So don't you worry. That's the whole point of this class. So in this case scenario, I'm going to come in and just delete some text boxes to make sure that my description is there. A rarity nestled among the tree-lined hills of, gosh, it almost goes exactly to this Estes Park. Where in Estes Park is this, Scott? Devil's Gulch. So we're going to use Devil's Gulch.
It's by Lumpy Ridge. It's right at the foot of Lumpy Ridge. Lumpy
Ridge. A rarity nestled among the tree-lined hills of Lumpy Ridge. Does that sound right?
Close enough.
All right, cool. So here we go. Yes, this is just an example. And I am going to do about halfway there, because we're gonna put the QR code on the right. And I'm gonna adjust this text to make it a little bit prettier. So top of the screen, see where it says text alignment? If I click on that, it's gonna align the text, justify all. There it goes. Now it looks more boxy, which is perfect. Scoot this up. I'm going to delete that bottom description because we already know about that. All right, here comes the fun part. So we have our flyer, just because I like to use this as an example. I'll say just listed. My assets, left-hand side of my screen. Now, all of these logos are populating based on where you have placed your assets. And there's a place specifically in designs where you can upload your logos, your headshot, so that it automatically pulls into this section so that you don't have to go re-upload your logos and your headshot, because that gets tiring. So these little quick tips will help save you time. And of course, always put your DBA logo on there. And of course, your information so they could contact you. Right? That's important. So I'm going to actually head back to command. I'm going to keep the screen open and head to command again. We're going to head back to consumer. So we're going to head to consumer. Then I'm going to show you site and app settings. See that? Site and app settings. So what I'm about to teach you is that when this person scans this QR code, they're going to be forced to sign up. So down below, see where it says registration? I'm going to say no property viewing and select save changes. Okay. What that will do now is if I head back to the consumer site and they scan the QR code, they'll land at this listing because I'm going to provide this URL and the QR code. However, they're going to see a modal that pops up for them to fill out their information. Pause there. I know I gave you a lot, and I'm going to show you how to do this. That information, once it's filled out, will automatically go into command. Their first name, their last name, their phone number. You just now captured the neighbor's lead as a lead, and that there's no double entry there. So here it goes, the QR code. I'm using Chrome, and I love Chrome because it's so easy to do this example. So just a heads up, that's what I'm doing. Now I'm going to place my cursor anywhere on this screen and right click on my mouse. As I right click on my mouse, there it is, create QR code for this page. That's it.
You know that? Mm-hmm.
I'm going to select create QR code and download.
Yeah, but I never saw the QR code thing. Yeah, that's cool.
All right. So the QR code, it has been downloaded to my computer. I'm saving it to my desktop. We're going to head.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can you go again? Where do you find the QR?
Yeah,
Oh,
great question. So as I right click anywhere on my page that I'm going to land the leads to, I'm going to select create QR code. What you all don't see is this. I'll share it with you 1 second. This just popped up. Okay, you guys didn't see that because it's an extra pop-up. So what I did is I then clicked on download, and that automatically downloaded to my desktop. Cool. So now I'm going to head back to the screen share. We're going to head back to command. Here I am. I have my flyer still open. I'm going to head to images on the left-hand side of my screen. Then I'm going to select add. I'm going to find that QR code and drag it in to upload it. I'm going to click on it. And there's our QR code. And this is magical, you guys, because this will automatically go into command as a lead captured. They get to look at this beautiful listing. And then you get your your leads information automatically placed into command. Now, of course, just the sake of time, your beautiful headshot is going to be here, your name and information as well with a call to action. I like to always place scan me because some people may or may not know how to use QR codes. So left-hand side of my screen, I'm going to select subtitle. I'm going to double click into this text box and add scan here for more photos. We'll do for more info. A call to action. Call to action with a QR code is necessary just because, you know, the QR code, it kind of made a comeback during the pandemic, especially at restaurants, right? They like you scan it to get the menu. Some people may or may not know about it. They may or may not know how to use it. Another strategy for this is trying to get this to get smaller. As you door knock, having those conversations with those neighbors. A quick example is, hi, we're doing an open house this weekend at 1527 Devil's Gulch Road. My name is so-and-so. I wanted to introduce myself. Do you know how to use a QR code? If you don't mind just grabbing your phone real quick, go ahead and open up your camera and scan this QR code so that you can get all the information about the open house. Have a great day. Open house is already in the MLS. The open house is not on the flyer. Another strategy for you to capture a lead to get more information. Okay. How am I doing, you guys? Thumbs up. Would you like to unmute yourself for any ahas that you'd like to share before I continue or ask any questions? I see a lot of smiles. Somebody placed something in the chat. All right, great. Thanks, Patty. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Scott, how did we do with your listing so far?
It looks great. I think that made it look so easy to do. Even I could do it.
Yes, even you could do it. Hooray. And that is the point of these trainings. Anybody else would like to unmute themselves? I see a lot of smiles.
I was
love
unaware
smiles.
that of the create a QR code directly from the page, and that does work in Edge as well. So
Yay. Thanks, Mark. Okay, anybody else? Patty, I saw you unmute yourself.
Oh, I always knew about the QR code, but I never tried to use it. It's easy.
So easy. Yay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. Making your life easy, saving you time, capturing more leads, getting into more conversations. Let's do this. Awesome. All right. Anybody else? I'm still going to share some more magic with you, so don't you leave. I'm not done. All right. Quick tip, right-hand side of my screen where it says download, I'm going to select that. So for those of you who are actually going to be, by the way, I hope that you go and implement this as soon as possible. When you implement this, I should say, right-hand side of my screen, we're going to select download. Now, because this is a flyer, we want to print this out. You could take this at any like local printer, make it prettier with a glossier page. You all know this, you're realtors, right? But what I want to do is set you up for success in this printing, the time of print, when it comes time to print. I know you guys are asking about the recordings. Just give me 1 second so I could finish this quick training of this part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to select download, and then I'm going to head to all pages and just make sure that you only have 1 page, right? There are flyers where they offer 2 pages. I find the 1 pager easier, especially we're wanting to save paper, number 1. Number 2, number 2 is you want people to scan this code, and you don't want to give them too much information. Otherwise, they're not going to scan the code. You also have to think like you're the lead funnel. How are you funneling your leads into you so that they do get more interested? PDF standard. So now I'm going to head to PDF for printing. As you know, Command is growing. We continue to add more functionality. This was added, I think, last year, but you can actually print through Command. So you'll see that order print sign at the top here. See how it says order print? You can actually order these to be printed out. However, you want to ensure that you include the manual bleed and you use manual bleed. All right. So over on the left-hand side, you'll see the bleed area, the safe area, and anything outside this green dotted line means that it's outside the safe area. So if you have any of your information like your phone number, your email address, your photo, any of that there is being cut off, that gives you a quick minute to go back and ensure that all that important information is within that beautiful green dotted dashed line. Cool. So when you actually have to go, when you do go execute this, this will set you up for success. Then you're going to hit download. Then you got your flyer. Cool. All right. Now, let me go look at my quick cheat sheet for this training. So we talked about QR codes. We made a flyer together. What I like to just point out in this, let's see, it's at the half hour. Let me ask the crowd actually, what would you find more valuable in this next 30 minutes with me? Would you want to A, learn how to use a QR code to capture leads information from your phone? Or B, would you like to know how to use a QR code to create a direct mailer? Place it in the chat. Your majority wins. I'm going to take a sip of water. So the next 30 minutes, you guys get to, okay, so direct mailer. Scott votes the QR code from the phone. All right, I think the phone's winning. Keep going, you guys. There's about, how many people in here? 25, 22? Phone. Yeah. Phone. All right, you guys, the phone won. If you're dying to know how to make a direct mailer, shoot me an email at lesliejackson@kw.com and I'll add it to the training schedule. Cool. All right, here we go. I'm going to head out of designs. So we made this beautiful flyer to capture leads through a QR code. We did a forced registration on our site so that anybody lands there has to fill out their information. What I'm about to show you next is how to quickly use a QR code from your phone that lands somebody to your site to do exactly what we just did. So I'm going to head to consumer. And I'm going to head to site and app settings. From here, I want to just point out that this registration option is key to have no property viewing. Now, pause there. This could always be changed back and forth, right? So 2 property viewings is when somebody actually goes and looks at 2 properties on your site, and then they want to go look at a third, but then a forced registration modal pops up to make them register to your site. They can go to Zillow, they can go to home, any other home search out there. Let's just keep it real. So what I like to do is make this more of a purposeful landing page so that you don't have to go back to your site and toggle this off or on, okay? Because you do want people to actually look freely and use your home search site as a home search site without having to feel forced to actually register. Cool. So next, I'm going to show you, I wanted to just be clear there, that we're going to actually create a landing page. So I'm going to select create new as a landing page. Anybody here use Canva? I have some people pointing. Yeah, Canva's cool. Are you the Canva for Scott guy? What's your name? Scott.
That's Trenton.
Hi, Trenton. You're a Canva pro?
Something like that.
Well, it's cool because, we try to emulate Canva as much as possible in designs. We're gonna actually start in designs. I lied. We're not starting in consumer. We're gonna start in design. So I'm gonna select create design. And for this example, we're gonna select social. All right. On the left-hand side of the screen, I'm going to scroll down and show you that there's business basics, which I love. Business basics is not showing up right now. Sweet. Oh, that's for land. Here we go. Hold on. Business basics. Here we go. So business basics, because I'm leadership, I have all these options now. So business cards, email signatures, letterheads, social branding, virtual meetings. Did you guys know that all of this lives here? It's kind of cool because if I go to social branding, it's going to provide me like Facebook covers, LinkedIn covers, Twitter covers. Social Square typically is used for Instagram covers or Instagram posts. So what I like to do is really keep this simple for you because I know there's only so much time that you have and you want to have a real powerful, quick, and easy way of doing things. Let's go to email signatures. I like email signatures because it gives a visual of you and then your contact information. Who's Patty? You're saying no to what? What are you saying no to?
Nothing.
No to nothing. Okay. Social branding is cool too. Let's do social branding. Let's do this one. What I'm about to show you is we're going to just change the photo, put information in, download it, put it in a landing page, create a QR code around it so that you can always have somebody land here. So right-hand side of my screen, I'm going to select that cute photo. I'm going to select add, head to my assets. Oh, there I am. Sweet. And I'm going to use this one. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. Let's double click. And that's a pretty big photo of my face. That's okay. I'm going to select done. Here. That zoomed in. Let's do this one. This one's old. Not feeling that either. Delete. Sweet. So much better. So I'm going to just come in here and frame my photo. Make it look nice and pretty. So that when somebody clicks on this, they're going to see all my information. That's where we're headed with this training. Delete, delete. All right. There we go. So much better. I'm going to select text and add a title. Let's go to my assets again because I don't feel like typing everything in. So see where I'm at? I'm at the text box on the left. I went to my assets and all of my information is automatically in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these arrows to enter my information in automatically. And then create another text box. And do the same thing. My assets. Replace. Isn't that nice? Then you guys don't have to see me typing because that gets boring. We'll do that again. Add subtitle. My assets. Replace. So now I have my phone number, which is not my actual phone number, so don't get excited. If you want my phone number, I'll give you my real one. This is the office, Keller Williams office phone number. So if you call, I could probably transfer you. Hey, I'm just trying to make you guys laugh. All right, here we go. So that's my information. Cool. Now I'm gonna head back up to, just because I'm a perfectionist, the download button. And I'm gonna change this to PNG, okay? Download. Done. All right, are you all with me? All right, I'm gonna select done. We're gonna head back to command. We're gonna head to the fun part. Consumer, create new page. As a landing page, create page. Have you guys been in this section? Have any of you created a landing page? Yes or no, here in command? Yes. Thanks, Catalina. I'm going to use this lead form and I'm going to drag it over to the left. So everything that you're seeing on the right-hand side is a template. That's why these are called widgets. Widgets are placeholders, okay? So it's going to make your life easier. What I did is I captured this lead form and I dragged it over here on the left-hand side. Next, I'm going to come over and click on content blocks. And I'm going to grab an image and drag this right above the lead form. And guess what? I'm going to drag that really cool photo in that we just downloaded right into this. Oh, where did it go? Download again. PNG. Give it a second. All right. You guys, this happens sometimes as trainers. And what I'm going to do is going to make your life so much easier because it's not playing nice. We're going to head back to widgets up top. We're going to just throw that PNG to the corner because it's acting funky. And I'm going to select agent branding. So much easier. So for those of you who have been with me, just don't do the design because we already have the agent branding already. And this has this for you already. So what I'm going to do is show you how to change this. Interested, let's talk. I'm going to head to configure widgets down below right-hand corner of my screen. Select that, and I'm going to select lead form. And instead of saying interested, let's talk, I can say, nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you. That sounds good. And I'm going to select publish page. That's it. Next, I'm going to say yes, update it. So what it's going to do now is it's going to make me come back to this section. Now, tricky part of this part is make sure that you go back to landing pages. Landing pages. All right. So here it is, new landing page. You can actually rename this by clicking on these three dots, change URL, and you can actually change this slug. Leslie Jackson contact info, create. All right, here we go. This is a landing page. Now, guess what we do? We're gonna right click on this landing page, create QR code for this page, click download. And guess what, you guys? I just created a QR code that's gonna be on my phone. So the next step is sending myself this QR code. And I'm going to actually upload it here. Somebody go scan that QR code, enter your information. Do me a solid. Scott, Patty, Julie. Grab your phone, scan that QR code, go into your information for me. That'd be awesome.
I don't see a QR code.
It's in the chat.
Oh.
Sorry, it's in the chat. I should have said that. It's in the chat. And enter your information in. Okay, ready? Anybody doing it? Yes or no? Yeah, okay. Ooh, I just got a notification. Lead captured, lead captured, lead captured on my watch, lead captured. You guys, this is magic. Check this out. So now we're heading back to command. Lead captured. Let's go check it out. View contact. Ooh, I'm getting more dings. Lead captured. I got 3 leads. Catalina, there you are. Isn't that cool? All right. So how do you put the QR code on your phone? That's the question. This is the answer. You take that QR code. I live on a Mac, so I could like literally just paste that, drag that QR code into and text it to myself. You can email that QR code to yourself. The next thing that you do is you hold your finger on the QR code and save it to your photo library. You can also save it to your phone as on the background or on your desktop phone. So at any time that somebody says, hello, nice to meet you, they can literally just scan it. It can all be placed into command automatically like it just did for me. Yay! I see everybody taking lots and lots of notes. Okay, anybody want to share their ahas, feedback, excitement? You can unmute yourself.
I have a quick question. Sorry, I'm not on camera.
That's okay. Hi, Pamela.
Hi. I was actually just told this morning in a different little team meeting, someone had expressed that unless you can find a truly free like QR code service, that these codes like don't work after like 30 days. Is that a false?
I've never heard that.
Okay, got it. Just making sure.
Yeah, it's a really great question. And what I like to do as somebody who helps people with their like social media clicks, you can always shorten that link, like with Bitly, and it will show you how many clicks. But the really cool thing, I forgot about this section in command. And I also find that like not a lot of people talk about this. If we head back to consumer, you guys could see my screen, right? Okay. So if we head back to consumer and I went to landing pages again, check this out. Look how many leads show up here. See how I told you I received three leads? So you can always come back and it will show you how many leads you've actually captured. Now, the only thing with landing pages is it doesn't show you the amount of clicks that you receive. Okay, so what I like to do, this is just adding more value to this conversation, is if I were to go back to my landing page, let's just click on it. And I actually grab this URL at the top. I can head to bit.ly.com and they have a free subscription that you can use. And all you do is create new, select link, and then put it in your destination. So I just copied that URL. I can select create. And I can also change the slug if I wanted to, but it's already there. It's kind of nice. But the really, really cool thing about Bitly is it will actually show you how many clicks you got on that link at what day of time. So boom, right? Like you can, and this is what I do with social posts. So like, you know, Facebook, if you're doing Facebook posts all the time, and yes, I'll be teaching some marketing tips and social tips. If you're always using like Facebook and you always want to send somebody to, what I always offer is send them to your consumer site, because eventually you want them to start searching. And if you do have that forced registration, they will end up putting their information in. You could track how many people click on those links through Bitly, which is awesome. And it just gives you some context of what kind of posts people loved, how much traffic you're actually getting to be, how many people are actually engaging in the link, if you will. That's like a whole nother hour, people, a whole nother hour. So yeah. And again, like I'm going to be adding a lot of these topics within our regional training calendar so that we can take it to all the levels of marketing that you want to talk about. Cool. All right. Well, I have about 10 minutes left. You know, these trainings are going to be 30 minutes to an hour. It's also dependent on how many conversations we have together. But I'm excited to see you guys next week. Do you want to unmute yourself and just tell me how it went? Any feedback?
Thank you. I'm super excited to try to get into QR codes. So thank you.
Thank you. I
I just
appreciate it.
Learn command and all that. And yeah, so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what market center are you from?
I'm with NOCO Empire in Fort Collins.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. Anybody else want to say something? I think Julie, you unmuted yourself. Don't be shy. Come back.
For me, it felt fast, and I was trying to take notes and watch at the same time. So I would just need to practice it, and it'll start making sense. And
Okay.
use, yeah.
Yeah. And you know,
That's good.
I appreciate that feedback of fast. It's also trying to, you know, find the cadence and everything. This is being recorded. So Julie, I don't mind sending you this recording if you want to go back and rewatch it, especially for any of you on the call here too. Please shoot me an email if you want the recording, just because I don't know if all of you went into Eventbrite and registered. So just shoot me an email. It's really easy. As you see my name on the screen at kw.com. Lesley. And I'll send you the recording. Yeah, because I want you guys to take away all of this and implement. Anybody else want to say anything before we leave? Trenton, how did I do? Canva expert.
It was great. I loved it. Thank you.
Good. You're welcome. Mark, I see you smiling over there.
I thought it was good. I use QR codes quite a bit, have been for a long time, but still was able to take away stuff from this class. So good job.
Awesome. Good. Thank you. All right. We'll say no more. We'll leave it on a positive note. You guys have an amazing day. Have a great weekend. And feel free to reach out to me. Send me that email. We'll talk soon.
Okay.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.